Hello, I'm Average Joe, and welcome to a little series that I'm going to be starting. I'm probably just going to call it RedTech and put the little title image on the screen there. I hope you don't mind. I'm recording this video during a thunderstorm. There might be a little bit of background noise. I apologize. Anyways, a few days ago I got a request on the channel discussion page to make a redstone video. And I said sure, and I asked if they had anything in particular they wanted me to do. And they said they needed help with an elevator, and, well, you can probably go to the page and see for yourself. But being the, language challenged chap that I am, I didn't quite understand what was going on. But from what I could gather, I was asked to make a way to tell a minecart which way to go for the elevator, using pistons specifically, but I came up with a design that doesn't use one and one that does, and I was supposed to use 1.7 redstone, which made things pretty easy because the biggest redstone update was in like 1.5, so most of the stuff here should be able to be used in 1.7 if I'm right. Which you're not the only one hoping I am. Anyways, I came up with two designs. That one's the one without the piston, that one is the one with the piston, and that one's a bit more complicated than this one. But I think I'll start with this one. So this is just a little hopper clock going into the rail there. So the minecart goes forward and it'll decide which way to go. And this one has a feature that the other one doesn't, where you can actually come back from the track and it doesn't matter which way you're coming. But yeah, let me show you how it works with this thing here. So it's pretty simple. There's a hopper clock that's going into a torch that's constantly changing the track. The way you stop the track is, well, you don't stop the track when you're coming forward, as you can see. That helps randomize which way you're going, and I was asked to make something random. The return feature is what makes this unique. See, the minecart will stop on the detector rails, and this one is hooked up to the comparator, so it never outputs a signal, so it's always pointing this way. That way you can return from that track, and if it's on this one, it holds the item in that hopper, which keeps the comparator on, which makes sure that the track is going this way. And I can't really, and yeah, it'll just, well, shoot. And yeah, it'll just keep doing that for a while, or at least until something comes back. And that's my first design. I don't think this needs too much of a tutorial. So yeah, I'll just fly around a little bit and you can kind of get a sense on how to build this junction here. But I'm not sure if this would fit where you needed it to, so I came up with this design, which is bigger. Anyways, I'm going to use a chest minecart for this one because it better simulates the speed a minecart will go when there's a player in it. But as you can see, it just kind of, it'll decide which way it goes as it's coming up to it. So it'll go one way or it'll go the other, and I forgot I added that. Anyways, this one is slightly more complicated, and the distance on this one does matter. I think I'm not sure. I had some trouble with the timing, so I'm pretty sure the distance does matter. So it's pretty easy. There's a simple randomizer that goes into this block which pushes the piston. If it pushes out the lapis lazuli block into this hopper, it'll give out a signal strength of 1, so the piston won't move and the minecart will just go straight down. If it pushes out the non-stackable item, it'll give out a signal strength of 3, which is, you know, more than 2, and it'll push the piston over. This does require a repeater on a 4-tick delay to work, and yeah, so that just gave out the lapis lazuli block, so nothing happened, and that one gave out the minecart, so it pushed it. So I'm pretty sure the distance on this does matter, and you need to be moving as you hit the detector rail to get it to work. So you probably need a setup pretty much like this to get it to decide which way to go. And the downside of this is that it doesn't have the return feature. You could probably set one up pretty easily just by putting a detector rail and a line of redstone into the piston like this. And that way you don't have to worry about the bottom one, and if it's just coming in from one way, it'll do that. The catch is, pistons don't exactly pull minecarts on the rails. See, I didn't know you could do that. But, if it's pushed out, it won't be pulled back, so you can't really do a return feature with this design unless you were to put a piston here, but this one's kind of, I wonder if you could do that. Alright, so let me see if this works. Ah, I see the problem here. Well, that's a problem. What just happened? Yeah. Can't quite do a return feature with this one entirely, can ya? Although I suppose it kind of works, because if you go out down this way, yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, I'm gonna say that works. So that's just what you'll have to do if you want to add a return feature to that. I didn't think about that until now. But yeah, I think this doesn't require too much of an explanation. For this part, you'll need a repeater set to 2 ticks so that it actually pushes the minecart. And, yeah, that's broken. If you make this design, make sure you don't do 2 minecarts at once. Oh my gosh. That's kind of cool, actually. I mean, yeah, well. I wonder if you can do more than one on this. How would that work? Oh yeah, you can totally do more than one. Oh, that's cool. I mean, they both get sent in the same direction, but... Alright, well, that's the video. Here's one last look at everything if you want. I'm sorry the last bit was just me messing around and fiddling with things. I'm not entirely sure. Well, I gotta stop. So yeah, for this design, make sure you don't get two carts. That'll make it that won't work. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope some of this helped a little bit. If it didn't, just let me know, and I'll refer you to an expert like Mumbo. He's got a lot of videos on this stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I think he mostly does piston doors. I haven't seen one of his redstone videos in a while. But yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, you know what to do. And if you have any projects you'd like my help in, just leave a comment in the video or in the channel description or in the channel discussion tab, and I'll try to help you out any way I can. So thanks and bye. And yes, I did check to make sure that all this stuff was added in 1.5. All of this should work in 1.7. If it doesn't, well, sorry.